everybody, and welcome to the Diamonds and Denim YouTube page. Welcome to another edition of All New October. This time, I was going to say this week, but it's not a weekly thing. We're coming at you every day. This week, this time, I have the September Ipsy Glam Bag. I'm aware it's All New October and this is September, but you know, by the time I get the bag, try everything out, shoot the bag, edit the bag, and then this September I really got screwed up because of that surgery I had. So unfortunately, it's a little late. I'm sorry, but I think you'll get over it. So this month's bag, this is the bag itself. I know, it's so adorable. I always use them to travel. This is obviously going to be my eye makeup bag. It's just so cute. The theme of the bag this month was not who is going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. I mean, I am a teacher of 7th grade girls. This is a message I try to drive home to them all the time. I like a strong message of a strong female empowerment situation. So if you want to know what I think about all of these products, as well as how I use them to make this look, you can keep on watching. Thank you. So the first thing in the Ipsy Glam Bag, in the September Ipsy Glam Bag that I'm going to test out is the Thank Me Later Face Primer. It's a mattifying face primer by Elizabeth Mott. Now, Elizabeth Mott, y'all gonna know her name from this YouTube channel because I always use her blending brush. Her blending brush is off the chain. And then I also had a while back, I don't think I was doing this YouTube channel yet, but a while back I got her Thank Me Later eye primer. It was like this, but it was in a little pink, container, about the same size. I use that crap out. If you can tell, they don't give a whole lot. So this is the Thank Me Later, it's upside down. The Thank Me Later face primer. Now I loved the other one so much. The Thank Me Later eye primer, I used it up like in maybe a week. For today's look too, I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Troublemaker palette, so I'm just gonna use that for my mirror. Using their mirror because it's a nice big old mirror, so I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this Thank Me Later primer. Now let me say something about face primers. So this is what it looks like. I just throw crap on the floor. This is what the primer itself looks like. It's actually not, it's like a peach creamy primer instead of like the Japanese Velvet Touch is like a real gel primer. The Urban Decay, not Urban Decay, the Smashbox primers are like cream primers like that. So it's a little different. But anyway, what I was saying before I interrupted myself is that primers are really important, and I try to pick my primer based on what look I want to do that day. So like this creamy one would be if I had if I was having a super oily day, I would probably go with this one because it's like, oh, you could feel it's not really soft, but I can see as I'm rubbing it in, it's mattifying my skin, so that's really good. Like right now when it's hot outside still, yes, it's October, but yes, it's like 1,000 degrees outside here still. The only reason I get to wear this cute little Pretty Little Things hoodie is because I'm in the house. Like, it's way too hot to wear it outside. But anyway, so that's the primer. I like it. I can definitely see that it mattified, but I'm like sweating now because it's just so hot outside. It's kind of transferring into here. So I'm interested to see how it's going to hold up for the rest of my look. So yeah, so that's the primer. That's the first thing we put on is the Thank Me Later face primer from Elizabeth Mott. So okay, I forgot that this was the next thing in the Ipsy bag. The next thing in the Ipsy bag is a lovely Luxie 140 detailed tapered blender brush. And it is a Wonder Woman edition. Now, Luxie Beauty, y'all know I have a couple of things from Luxie at this point. So I have these two brushes from Luxie, which I love. They're awesome. It's a tapered highlighter brush and a precision foundation brush. And as you can see by their state of dirtiness, I use them often. This one, though, again, is super important to me because it's a Wonder Woman brush. So why is this such a big deal? It is a big deal, my love, because what woman doesn't want to get her day started and have the image of Wonder Woman in her mind? So I think it's really cool to start your day with that. It's so, so soft. Oh my gosh. I'm going to use it for my eyeshadow today. I might come back and do it like some other places because I just think it's going to be a good all-over brush. I think it's going to be a good multitasker. So let's see. Oh, it pulls a lot of product. That's awesome. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Might have been a better contour brush. This like it pulls up so much product. I'm not mad at that, but I'm just going to have to blend it a little bit because it's really a lot of pull it into the V a little bit. Okay, so since the Luxie picked up so much product, like look how much product, and not that it's ugly, it's beautiful, but I'm gonna use this Glamour Dolls blending brushes to blend it just a little bit into the crease. Or maybe it picks up so much color, maybe I shouldn't use it for the actual product. I should use it for spreading the product once it's already on, like applying it another way and then spreading it with that. I don't know. You know, we'll keep that same energy. So I'm gonna come back when I use this Luxie brush again, which is gonna be soon, because I'm gonna add some more to my eye look before I move on. So I'm gonna come back with the Luxie brush in a minute. Let me get my lid together and I'll be right back. Well, okay, so I got a little look going on, did my lid color. If y'all want a tutorial on this look, just let me know in the comments and I'll do one. This is just a copper eyeshadow with a matte beige eyeshadow inside, and then just a couple of situations. It's all done with this Troublemaker palette from Urban Decay though, so if y'all want to see it again, just let me know. I'll do it for y'all. And I think for my V today, I think I want to go kind of crazy and do maybe a little bit of Clash and a little bit of After Hours. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's going to make a really cool like contour effect with this big old brush. So let's go with After Hours first. So I picked up again a good little bit of product. Let's put that. Yes, y'all can see this brush really means business. Like, I mean, it's pulling a lot of product, and I'm not mad at that at all. It's really pretty. Let me blend this out a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and put the black in. And y'all know I always do the V last because I like my V to kind of cover the lid and the outside. Rock and roll. And all this under the eye, we're not gonna be looking like Rigby from Mordecai and Rigby. We're not gonna have big old circles. We're gonna clean that up, obviously. Who knew? And I'm gonna go in with the black side of Clash, because remember Clash is the 2 color. I'm gonna put just a tiny dot of black. Yeah, see, like very, very little. Yeah. Okay, so eye look is finished. I put the Wonder Woman brush away. We'll talk about it later when we go over everything. So that's it for Wonder Woman. So I am back, and I have my makeup done, my eyeshadow done, eyelashes on, liners done, all that stuff. So I have next from the Ipsy bag, the Nomad Around the World Positano Sunrise blush. I believe it's a blush. It's a light infusion powder. So buttery, super blendable, blushing highlighter in soft shimmery, soft peach shade. Soft shimmery, soft with multi-dimensional prismatic topaz pearl finish. Free of parabens, phthalates, and mineral oil. Okay. So let's look at this. They're saying it's supposed to be a highlighter, but I mean, I don't see how that could be a highlighter. Like, it's pink. So first of all, how cute is the little compact? Like, it's so adorable. It's the tiniest little thing I've ever seen in my life. It's supposed to be a blush, is what it said on the Ipsy website. They say it's just an illuminating highlighter, but I mean, what else could you use this for besides a blush? It is literally a pink. It's like a nice little goldy pink. So I'm gonna use it as a blush. You say you can use it as a highlighter, maybe another time we'll test that out, but today I'm not trying to mess with that. So you see on the inside, I just love the little package. It is so cute. And then the box it came in has this like red, like tie-dye. It's kind of hippie-ish, reminds me of Coachella. Nomad Around the World. So let's check it out. I'm just gonna swirl the blush brush. Lisa Frank Glamour Dolls blush brush. Okay, I like it. It's pinker than my usual blushes are, but it's not a bright pink. Like, y'all remember that Ofra Melon blush? Absolutely not. So I think this one is kind of, it's all right. I like it. It's pretty cool. Very good. Okay, so that's it for the Nomad blush. Not that much to talk about. Not really that awesome. This one, though, I was dying to try out, so let's give this one a shot. Okay, so real quick, of all the Ipsy products I've gotten a lot of things from DLS, Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics. Now, not only do I like it because the name is like kind of sexy, but they always give really pigmented things. Like I had a blush from them, and I had, not a blush, I had a lipstick and a lip gloss from them. Both of them were really, really pigmented, and they had really pretty packaging, really cute, fun packaging. This is the packaging for the for the bronzer. This is it. It's got the same little kiss print, Dirty Little Secret, and the little black and white. It has a pattern in the background of squares, and then it has polka dots in the front, which I thought was really cute. Again, they covered every side of the box. Y'all know how I feel about that. So I'm going to open it. I think, nope, I'm on the wrong side, this side. Oh, the inside is just white, but okay, whatever. I mean, what do you want? And this, the name of the color is Skinny Dip. So speaking of sexy, this is the bronzer itself. It's a pretty big size for us. I mean, that's like the biggest bronzer sample I've ever seen. It's really, I love that blush. It's super gold. Look how pretty it is, y'all. Let me swatch a little bit. Okay, it's not as pigmented as I thought it was. So it's pretty golden, actually, which I'm not mad at. So I don't know if y'all can even see the little swatch on my hand. It looks like it might be the same color as my skin color, which happens to me a lot. So I'm going to take the DLS bronzer in Skinny Dip. I'm going to take this SL Miss Glam for Ipsy brush. It's a small contour brush. I got this like years ago, another Ipsy. Fine. So when I tell y'all, y'all should get Ipsy, I'm not just saying it just to say it. Like, I use so many things I've gotten from Ipsy bags, as y'all can see. So I'm going to apply it with this. Yeah, it's hardly anything. Oh, I see a little shadow situation in Skinny Dip. Okay, I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to take this Japanese brush, which I put on All New October last week. And I'm going to just use that one to blend it up so I don't have a shadow, and so it's not too like stripy. I don't want to look like I don't want to look like Mordecai and Rigby, but I also don't want to look like a zebra. So that bronzer is pretty though. I like it. And I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this with y'all. So that's the bronzer itself, and let's blend it out. Okay, people, so I am back for our wrap-up. I have, just so y'all know, since we talked about it earlier, this is a DLS lipstick in Nude Beach. So just since we're talking about DLS with that bronzer, I decided to use DLS on my lips too. It's a happy, like, beachy pink nude color. But anyway, so before we get to the full wrap-up of everything in there, I want to try this out. This is the last thing. The new Moisture Instant Fix from Numa. Oh, healthier hair, healthier world, healthier. Okay, I get it now. So this says it is a lightweight leave-in protectant that detangles, hydrates, and blah, blah, blah. Packed with nourishing moisture, blah, blah, blah. Spray on damp hair prior to styling. Spray on dry hair prior to using hot tools for added thermal protection. So I'm just going to spray it on my dry hair today. I'm not flat ironing it right now, but I use thermals every day because it's just hot outside, period. And plus to try to get rid of some of the heat damage I have caused my hair already. So I'm just gonna spray to get the scent and all that, and I don't have a scent. It doesn't really smell like anything, that's weird, but it's a heavy spray though, I will say that, which is kind of good, I guess. Make sure it's all the way through my hair and comb it out real quick. I don't have a brush to really get real deep into it, but I'm not going to the bathroom to get a brush since I have combs and whatnot in here at the Glam station. Brush down my bangs. Brush down my bangs. Okay. Okay, so I think we are done. So let's talk about the bag itself. This is the little bag. It's a black bag with the little eyes closed, and then it's got the little metallic trim on the side and a zipper, which is so cute. And then when you open the bag, it says inside, rules were made to be broken. The theme of the bag this month is the question isn't who's going to let me, and then the theme is who is going to stop me, which I really like. It's right now with the age we're in, especially for us women, honey, that's a good message to have right now. So let's go over what they have in the bag. They have, I'm actually gonna go through them one by one and talk about each one of them by themselves, and then we'll talk about the bag as a whole. I just used the new Moisture Instant Fix. Revive, healthier hair, healthier world, healthier you. Numa, naturally addictive. Okay, so this is supposed to be a protectant for your hair. It's supposed to just keep your hair, it's supposed to be packed with vitamins. It's supposed to protect your hair from any thermal heat, well, heat is thermal heat usually. Any kind of heat styling that you might use. It's supposed to really keep your hair real healthy. Now, I just sprayed it in dry hair that was already flat ironed. Because I use heat styling in my hair, I usually go back and try to use like things to protect it during the week. Because I figure if I did do damage to it, the more protectors and the more nutrients I put into it, it'll kind of heal it on its own. So, I mean, I can't really tell if it did anything yet. It doesn't have a smell, which bothered me a little bit. I don't really like that it's to be sprayed on dry hair because it's kind of wet, and I don't like I'd rather spray it into my hand first, rub it together, and then put it through my hair, just because that's just what I'm used to doing. And I just don't like this spray. Like I said, it's such a heavy spray. It sprays like big drops, and I feel like that can make my hair frizzy. And the thing is, I understand it's originally meant to be used on damp hair, but it does say spray on dry hair prior to using hot tools for added thermal protection. So it can go on dry hair. Again, I know I'm not using it on a hot tool right now, but I don't know. Like, I feel like if I would spray it in my hair and pass a flat iron through it, it would go and I don't like that sizzle. That's danger in my book. So on the fence about this one. It's all right. The bronzer. Okay, so this bronzer from Dirty Little Secret. Let me swap them out. This bronzer from Dirty Little Secret. Let me just say, when I looked at it, when you know they do the Ipsy preview, like 2 or 3 days before they ship it out, they do the preview. When I saw it, I was like, that is a freaking dark bronze. When I got it though, it's not as brown as it is gold. Like, see, it's a lot golder than they make it. Like, it's actually pretty similar to my skin tone, so it's kind of, you know, that's kind of hard for me sometimes, because like my skin is very bronze, it's very gold. You can, I mean, you can see it. I'm like a freaking Oscar. So it's hard for me with bronzers sometimes. Like, they need to be a shade or two darker, because it's almost like more of a powder for me than a bronzer. So, you know, it's a fine line to walk. This one I like. I did have to kind of pack it on a little bit. Like, I had to pass the brush a couple times to really give me any kind of contour here. But I like it. I mean, it gave my skin a healthy glow. I like the texture of it. I like that it was that gold instead of like a brown. I like the brown bronzers too. Like, I love the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love that stuff. But as far as a good glittery glowy bronzer goes, this is actually probably one of the best glowy bronzers I've ever had. I literally feel like I went to the beach and came back, which it's now October. You can't tell that with the weather here, but it is October. So we're getting ready to go into winter, and I like a bronze in the winter. I know that might sound crazy, but everybody else running around all pale like snowmen. I like to have like a nice sun-kissed look, especially since you're wearing so many sweaters. And I don't know about y'all, but in the winter I tend to wear a lot of white and beige, and that really nice tan skin really pops well against that. So I like this. I've been a fan of DLS since I think I got their first lipstick a while back, so I like it. Oh yeah, okay, so this brush, the Luxie Detail Tapered Blender Brush. So the Wonder Woman brush, which I thought was really cool. I like this brush. I think I'm gonna try it more on like under eye concealers and stuff like that, because it picked up a lot of product for eyeshadow. Like, it took, like, I put something in my crease using this, and it took up like half of my eye. So that might not be the best use for it. I think maybe blending concealers and stuff would probably be a better use for it. But again, what it did do, I did like. It took up so much product, and it spread it out really well. And after I started to kind of swirl it a little bit, it helped blend it out. So it's a nice brush. I just think maybe I was using it in the wrong way. So I'm gonna try it again with concealer, but all in all, I like the brush, and I like that it's Wonder Woman, because like I said earlier, when you're getting ready to go out and face the world, it's kind of nice to be reminded of Wonder Woman. As a woman myself, it's kind of nice to be reminded of Wonder Woman right before I go and take on the day, which sometimes as a teacher is very difficult. This the Nomad Around the World Positano Sunrise Hot Illuminator, or they call it a light infusion powder. I call it a blush. They say you could use it as a highlighter and as a powder all over the place, but I just don't see that because it's pink. So I use it as a blush, and I like it as a blush. You can kind of see right there. It gave a nice iridescence for a blush. It reminds me of the Laura Geller Big Blush. Like, that's what it looks like. It's a pretty glittery blush. I might not do it with such a glitter-heavy look like I did today with the bronzer, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I use the DLS bronzer, and then I use this. It's a lot of shimmer for one look, but as just the blush itself, I really like it. It's not a super pink blush, which I don't like. I like a tawny, honey, orangey, bronzy blush. I don't like a bright pink, hey, I'm wearing blush pink. I don't like that. I feel like I look like a clown. So I like this one. It's pretty good. It's the packaging got me. I love the little packaging. It is so cute. It's the tiniest little compact I ever saw. It's adorable. So, and last but certainly not least, the Thank Me Later Face Mattifying Primer by Elizabeth Mott. Now, here's the issue I have with that. So about halfway through my foundation application, I started to feel, I should say, a little bit of sweat on my forehead. Now, I know I have bangs, so yeah, of course, you know, that happens. But if you're telling me you're a mattifying primer, if I'm not sweating, how do I know you're mattifying? You're not doing anything. You're just sitting on dry skin. I can't tell that you're keeping my skin matte if it's not shiny for you to make matte. So, no. It helped my makeup last long. I don't think it really did anything for my complexion, but I feel like it did help mattify from the beginning. Like if you're having a shiny, oily day in the beginning, it did get rid of it in order for me to put my foundation on and start with a matte base. But it did not keep my skin matte. I've been working for maybe 3 hours. I've been shooting. So 3 hours is not enough time for you to already start letting me shine again. Like, you got to do better than that. I like it. It's not great. I don't hate it. It had some good things. It didn't stay mattifying. It did, like I said, it helped my makeup go on pretty smooth. My makeup didn't sit on top of it like it did with the last primer they sent me. Tristique. It did go on smooth. It didn't sit on top of it. It does, like I said before, it did help my makeup slide on. So I'll give it that. It's pretty good. So, you know. The Ipsy bag as a whole. As a whole, first of all, the bag and the message. The bag as a whole, I'm going to give it a diamond. There was no product I hated. There was some I had issues with, but I think I loved the Wonder Woman brush. I love the blush, and I love the bronzer. And like I said, the Elizabeth Mott primer, it did stay, it helped my makeup stay on. It didn't mattify it the whole time, but it did help it stay on. And that hairspray, I think I'd have to try it like it's directing me to. I kind of cheated a little bit and sprayed it on hair that it's not going to be flat iron and is not damp. So I mean, it's okay. And so I'm mostly giving it a diamond for the bronzer, for the blush, and for the bag and the message behind it. The question is not who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. Obsessed. I love a strong girl power message. It's really everything. So thank you so much for watching this edition of All New October featuring the September Ipsy Glam Bag, and I cannot wait to see y'all next time. So go ahead and leave questions, comments in the comment section down below. You can also reach me on all social media, and please remember to subscribe to this channel, and you can check out the blog that goes with this post. It's a lot of writing and a lot more information for you, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'll link it down below. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.